What's up, YouTubers? How's everybody doing? Hope you're all well. So I got started a little bit early and forgot to record or start recording for the new tank stand. And here it is, actually. So you guys can see. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty. First off, I'm not taking credit for the idea behind this. This is just something I put together. My inspiration was the king of DIY, Joy Uraru. If you guys don't know him, go follow him. He does this kind of stuff all the time. So really the ideas that I got are kind of from him and loosely based on what I thought would be appropriate. So what I decided to do is for the outsides, I did 2x6s. And I cut these guys to, I believe, 56 and an eighth inches tall. So I wanted a 3-tier rack, and what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put all of our current tanks that you guys have seen in the fish room are going to go on here, with the exception of the 55. So the 29s, 20s, couple 10s, couple more 10s and the 5s, and we'll call it good. And it should be able to support all that weight once I'm finished. Sorry, plane's flying overhead. The next rack that I'm going to build is I'm going to build one for probably 640s. It'll be loosely based, kind of like this, but obviously a little bit wider and probably more support. So these guys here are these are regular 2x4s. And I think the length that I chose was, I believe 64 inches. So I kind of took the measurement of the, 20 gallons. So I figured if I can space 3 20 gallons across, I would be good. But we don't have 3 20 gallons yet. So, but anyway, so let's keep going. So these are about 64 inches long. These are 56 inches tall. And then I decided, because 55 gallons are like about just a shy of 13 inches across. So I went for a full 13 here. And I took the inside measurement. So to help you kind of figure out what you need for your inside support, I just took the 2 here, subtracted from my total number, which was 3 inches, because these are 1.25 inches, or 1.5 inches, I'm sorry. These are 1.5 inches each. So 1.5 inches is 3 inches. So this support here, the inside one, is 10 inches. And as you can see, I put another one over here, and then I'll put them all across here. So the longest thing, the most time consuming thing of this whole process really is just cutting the wood, and then putting it together was pretty easy. So before I go further, I'm sorry. What I did with these guys is these are measured at 25 inches. So if you take a 20 gallon, it's 15 inches tall. So I've got about 10 inches of play, and that's 10 inches of play. But what I did, how I started assembling this, sorry, my garage is a mess, by the way. How I started assembling this is I cut these off, and then I built these, like kind of like a bookshelf right here. So I built the first one, and then I built the second one in the back. And then here are these are the 10s that are gonna go, as you can see, like that one, and I'm gonna put a couple. So I'm gonna put like 4 in each spot, and then these are additional supports. These are gonna go right under here. So, because that's where most of the weight is gonna be put onto. So this is a 13 inch, and I have 4 of them. And then I've got this little shorty guy that I'm gonna put as you can see right there, because a full 2x4 won't exactly fit under there. So I made these additional supports. I made 6 of them. So there's gonna be 1 there, and there's gonna be 2 there, 1 here, and then we're good to go. So anyways, YouTubers, I will give you guys an update on this as I get going and continue, because I'm gonna end up painting it as well. So I'm gonna paint it black so it looks really nice. But yeah, anyways, YouTubers, hope you liked the video. Till next time, Ockis27 out. What's up, YouTubers? How's everybody doing? First off, let me apologize. I know I got a ton of crap back here. You know, we just moved into the new house, so still getting that all this stuff taken care of. And actually, we just got new countertops, so this is the old one. So aside from my mess, let's check this out. This is pretty cool. So in my last update, I just kind of had the basics, and I was telling you guys about the different measurements. So what I've done now is I've reinforced each of these beams here, each of these sections, and finished this out. So here's the extra piece down here to add support to this rung. This is my handy dandy miter saw. That's what I did all this stuff with. Yeah, so let's keep going. I glued these guys in here, these little extra pieces, just for some added support. I used Gorilla Glue for these guys. Since they're small, and they just add as like just extra support. And this is a new 20-gallon that I got from excuse me, the Petco dollar sale. Oh, that stuff is awesome, you guys. I love that. As you can see, so this is what it looks like with a 20-gallon. I goofed a little bit on this, and I was actually hoping to make this a little taller, but I messed up my measurement, and I'll tell you guys where I messed it up. I took originally 6 inches from the base, from the ground of the main support beam to here. That's about 6 inches. My initial plan was to have 10 inches of clearance, and when I did measure it, it was supposed to be here, but what I did is I put the beam below it instead of above that. So I lost this size, but oh well, it's all good. It'll work. So for the 20s, I'll have plenty of room in here to go in here and play around and work on the tanks. Now, I did just have do a water test a little while ago, and these tanks are now empty, so I apologize not getting you guys the update with the water in these tanks, but I have a picture, so I will post that in this video. So it'll be kind of fancy, so you can see what it looked like with the water. This tank here, I wanted to use this tank. This is a much older tank, and I've never put this tank in the video. Oh, did you guys see that thing right there? Oh, that's pretty. Anyways, this is a much older tank here. This tank, you can tell it's an older tank because it's built of 3/8 thick glass. This thing is a beast. It is so heavy. This probably, to today's tanks, the weight equivalent is about, this is a 55, and this 55 weighs as much, if not I think a little bit more, than today's 75s. So this tank is about, I want to say about 15 years old, but it holds water. I was actually just really surprised because I've never done a water test on this. You guys see my mug? I'm all sweaty, sorry. But yeah, this tank is incredibly heavy. So I wanted to take this tank and really push the limit of the weight that I can put on this tank. So thankfully it held fantastic. I actually left these two tanks, so a 55 and a 50, full for about a week, to make sure that, you know, I don't go put this in like a few days later the whole thing cracks. But like I said, I've taken the kind of inspiration from the design from, you know, one of the main DIY guys, and he's awesome. I mentioned him in my last video, so do go check out the King of DIY, Joey Uru. Awesome dude. Really enjoy his stuff. He's got a great YouTube channel, very fluid. So yeah, that's who I'm giving a shout out to this stand. But anyways, yeah, so the plan is I'm going to probably pretty this thing up, and what I'll do is we'll put the 29s are going to be up here. Or we were talking about how I was going to organize all our tanks, and then we'll do 220s, and then the 310s, and probably like the 25s. I'm going to add in probably a couple extra supports here and here, because the 10s are just wide enough to land on the inside and not be supported by the outside. So I'm going to go ahead and probably just cut a couple more support beams in here and call her good. So, but the next rack that I'm going to build is going to be a 3-tier 40, and that's going to be a bit taller. Like I said, I kind of goofed my height, but this is going to work for the tanks that we have currently on all those other racks, and it's going to be a lot stronger, a lot safer, which I'm happy with, or will be happy with, once it's all set in place. And I don't know, what do you guys think? I'm going to, because this is going in our room, in the house, what I'll probably end up doing, and I'll bring you guys an update later on, once I get this all finished. But I'm probably going to put some quarter paneling down here, and maybe, I don't know, maybe some trim from like Home Depot, just, you know, just something nice looking on these 3 tiers here. And then I'll probably go back in, and I'm thinking I'll paint this white. Might look kind of cool. I have an obsession with white tanks. Even though I don't have any, I think they're beautiful. But, so, who knows? Let me know what you guys think. Should I paint it white? Paint the whole thing white after I finish this up? Or what do you guys think? I know I see black all the time. Looks cool. But I think a white stand all finished up might look kind of cool. Give me a comment. Let me know what you guys think. I'd love to get your input on that. And it's been a few weeks, and check it out. I know I had my last video. You're getting 2 updates for the price of 1 today, and this has been full for now probably about a good 3 weeks now. And I'm happy to say I haven't lost like any water, and it has been well over the 100-degree mark here in Arizona. So yeah, not even an inch of water in the few weeks, and that's due to evaporation. So really happy how well this is done, and that, hey, it worked out. Going forward, I know we talked that I was sitting on the fence in my last video, which is actually going to get all put together here real quick for you guys, that I was sitting on the fence about keeping this tank. And you know what, I put it up on Craigslist, put it up in a couple of my forums, didn't really get any bites that I was hoping for. So you know what, it's been a good tank. I can stand behind it and say that it's gonna hold water, you know, for the next 10 to 15, 20 years. The silicone will be great for then, or for that amount of time, or until I decide to sell it. So this is going back on the main room after I buff out the glass over here, and we'll have 2 180s going in the main front room. So I cannot wait to get that done and share that with you guys. So I will be bringing you guys an update probably another couple weeks once I get that taken care of. But just on this, I got other updates for you guys later this week coming. So Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you all. New subscribers, welcome. Old subscribers, thank you guys so much for standing by me and, you know, watching these videos, sharing these videos. I really do appreciate it. So till next time, Ockis27 out.